She loved Frank Sinatra. She had an affair. I don't know, a lot of people don't know this about her, but you know the songwriter Johnny Mercer?
Yes, yes.
She had a 30-year love affair with Johnny Mercer,
I'll be done. Wow.
Judy Garland.
Oh.
And
Interesting.
you know, she was married, you know, but she was, I guess, it was fashionable back then, I guess, to have stuff on the
To
side.
take a lover.
Yeah, take a lover. But Johnny Mercer, one of my favorite songwriters.
Oh,
So this is a great song called
my funny darling.
Zing Went the Strings of My Heart. You remember that song?
Yes.
Who knows the song? Zing Went the Strings of My Heart.
I do know.
Very good. Again, this music is for Pat, okay? And her husband.
Not you young kids.
Not you young guys.
You young and this is really.
Everybody wants to get up and dance, please do.
That's for sure.
Never could carry a tune. Never knew where to start. But you came along when everything was wrong. Put a song in my heart. Dear, when you smile at me, I heard a melody. It haunted me from the start. Something inside of me started a symphony. Sing went the strings of my heart. 'Twas like a breath of spring. I heard a robin sing about a nest set apart. All nature seemed to be in perfect harmony. Sing with the strings of my heart. Your eyes made skies blue again. What else could I do again? Keep repeating through again. I love you, I love you. I still recall the thrill. I guess I always will. I hope 'twill never depart. All nature seemed to be in perfect harmony. Sing with the strings of my heart. Who wants to dance with Frank? See now, if you weren't wearing a cane, you'd be dancing with me, right? See that? That generation dance. Your eyes made skies blue again. What else could I do again? Keep repeating through again. I love you, I do love you. I still recall the thrill. I guess I always will. And I hope 'twill never depart. All nature seemed to be in perfect harmony. Sing with the strings of my heart. I like, first of all, my name is Frank Cabillo. I'm a retired Marine. I did almost 38 years of active duty in the Marine Corps. My last assignment was right here in Virginia Beach at Dam Neck, and where I was in charge of all Marine Corps intelligence training. And for all you sailors out there, Marine Corps intelligence is not an oxymoron. In case anybody of you are in Air Force, okay? All right. Anybody else did any time in the service?
No. Hey, do you
No?
have a relative named Teresa?
Huh?
Do you have a relative named Teresa?
Do I have a relative named Teresa?
I used to work with somebody named Teresa Cabillo.
Cabillo or Cabilla?
Oh.
Because there's a Cabilla family that was here in this. They were musicians and whatnot too, and I often get confused. I'm from New York. My family's from New York. I was born in Brooklyn, New York, so it makes me a good old New Yorker kid. Forget about it. But what I wanted to say was I got into music when I was very, very young, and it was my parents who introduced me to this music when I was very young, because they played it every single day of my, I'm telling you, my parents had a Victrola. You know what a Victrola is?
Yeah.
Right, for you youngsters, you know what it is? It's an old record player, but it's like a console, and you can stack records on there and play them all day. And my parents had all the Sinatra, Tony Bennett, Dean Martin, Nat King Cole, Ella Fitzgerald. Yeah. So anyway, I grew up with this music, and for some strange and unexplained reason, it stuck with me, and that's why I'm a professional entertainer now. I had 38 years in the Marines, and I retired, and I said to my wife, I don't want to do anything else. They wanted me to go to Washington, D.C. and work for the three-letter agencies, which I don't have nothing to do with that. NSA, DIA, CIA, FBI. I said, nope. I'm going to stay right here at Virginia Beach and do my thing. So,
Your mom would be so proud.
yeah, my parents are both long past, but yeah, they introduced me to this. They gave me this gift of this music. Okay,
That's awesome.
so 1950. Let's see, 1954. I'm going to ask you a question. There was this really cool movie that starred one of America's greatest male dancers. Okay, Gene Kelly.
Gene Kelly.
Okay.
Or
And he co-starred with a 19-year-old Debbie Reynolds
oh, yes.
in a movie that took place in Paris, France.
Yes.
Very good. She gets a prize. Sing It in the Rain. Sing It in the Rain. So Frank Sinatra loved this song and he recorded it, so I'm going to sing it for you. Okay? It's not raining, but we can pretend. 19-year-old Debbie Reynolds. 1954. How old were you in 1954?
I was 19 and nurse's trained.
See? Everybody sing along with me if you know it. It's a great tune. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I have a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain. All right, folks. From the top, everybody sings with me now. Come on, here we go. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain. I can pretend it's a I don't do tap, but if I would, this is about the time I would do it right here. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm singing, just singing in the rain. Very good.
That's fun.
So far, the two songs that I've sung, she knows them. She knew cold because she was singing every word with me. So now I'm going to go back a little bit further into the 1930s. And this song is really a beautiful song. And Tony Bennett, I have to shout out to Tony Bennett, who on August the 3rd of this year will turn 94 years old. He's still singing and still entertaining and still recording records. Isn't that amazing? It's an amazing feat, and he's such an inspiration to me. He truly is. But this he professes, this is one of his most favorite songs, so I'm going to sing it to you. And it has a verse. You know what a verse is in a song? A verse is like the lead element of a song. When songwriters back in the day wrote songs, they wrote songs with a verse to set up the song. Sometimes it was spoken, but sung, and it was in a different key, and then the melody of the main part of the song went from there, right? This has a verse. And if you can guess the song before the verse, you're really good. So if anybody knows the song before the actual, all right, I'm not going to say what it is. Pat, you're going to have to tell me. See if you recognize the song before the verse, before the main melody. Why do I do just as you say? Why do I give you your way? Why do I fall? Why do I try to forget? It must have been that something lovers call fate had me saying I had to wait. I had them all, just couldn't fall till we met. You know it? Anybody? It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around till I finally found somebody who could make me be true and make me feel blue and even be glad just to be sad thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, might never be cross or try to be boss. They wouldn't do. For nobody else gave him a thrill. With all your faults, he loves you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. We're gonna dance?
She's dancing in a rocking chair.
All right.
Oh! Go, Patsy!
They play Patsy too. That's what my mom was called that too. All right, and slowly turn you around nice and slow.
Careful.
I got it. All right, let's sit her down now. Let's give her a big hand. Give her a big hand. Nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Great song.
Wasn't that
You know, a lot of people ask me, Frank, I I was born in 1953, so I'm going to be 67 this year. And a lot of people ask me, you know, well, hey, you grew up with the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, you grew up in the 60s, all that great music. Why did you pick Sinatra? Well, the truth is, when I was a young kid in high school age, I was in a rock band, and I was the lead singer with a rock band, so I did all that. But I always deferred to Frank Sinatra because I thought that music was just timeless, perfectly written, and I studied all the songwriters, you know, the Gershwins, Irving Berlin, and Johnny Mercer, and all, you know, Rodgers and Hart. I know all these songs. I don't know why. I just did. Okay. All right. So one of the songs that your daughter said that you would like is a song called "Fly Me to the Moon." So let me talk to you.
Who would really like it?
Let me talk to you about this
Really
song
my
because it
favorite.
has a very interesting story to it. It was written in 1954 by a gentleman named Bart Howard. He wrote the music and the lyrics for the song. And when he wrote the song in '54, he titled it "In Other Words." That was the name of the song that he assigned to the song. And the reason why he did that, if you are familiar with the song, how many times is the phrase "in other words" mentioned in that song? Exactly 12. How many times does "Fly Me to the Moon" appear in the song? Exactly once, at the very beginning, and it's never repeated. And so the song hit the market, and singers started recording it, and Peggy Lee recorded it a couple of years after he wrote it. And after she recorded the song, she called him up and said, "Bart, why did you call this song In Other Words? I think you mistitled it. I think you should have titled it Fly Me to the Moon." And he said, "Excuse me, I wrote the song, you know, I'm the songwriter, you're just a singer, you know." And she said, "Think about it, years and years from now," it's a beautiful song, because nobody's going to remember the title "In Other Words," but they will remember a catchy title called "Fly Me to the Moon." This is before we went to the moon, right? Think about it. 1954, okay?
Wow.
So he went through the trouble as a songwriter to change the title of the song based on her recommendation. So if you purchase the sheet music for that today, it'll say "Fly Me to the Moon," open parents, in other words, closed parents. Bart Howard, 1954. It's a true story, and it's all because of Peggy Lee. You all have Peggy Lee. And the version that you're all familiar with, the Frank Sinatra version, it is an up-tempo version. It's an up-tempo version because he had Count Basie's orchestra with him, and Quincy Jones arranged it. But the original song was really slow. So if you like, I can do both. I can sing the slow version and the up-tempo version so you can see the difference between the two songs. Do both, and then you guys can vote which one you like. They're completely different. The original song with the slow version had a verse. Now you guys know what a verse is, right? To lead the song. So which one do you want me to do first? The slow or the fast?
Do the slow.
Do the slow one first? All right. I gotta go get it. I wasn't gonna do this, but I sense you have interest in it.
Do you know the song?
I do, it's my favorite.
Where's Brent Keller? What? Did he leave? Brent?
He's out in the, maybe in the kitchen with Mike.
I don't know.
He's in the kitchen with Mike.
That's right.
I know, I already thought about it.
This is Tony Bennett's version of the song. Poets often use many words to say a simple thing. It takes thought and time and rhyme to make a poem sing. With music and words I've been playing. For you I have written a song. To be sure you know what I'm saying. I'll translate as I go along. kiss me. I'll tell my wife. I'll tell my wife and your husband right there. Come on, man. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
That was great.
You'd be surprised how many people have no idea about this song and how beautiful it was,
I know.
and how beautiful it was when it was originally written. Like, it was written in that tempo with that verse and everything else too. And Tony Bennett, if you want to hear a great version, get Tony Bennett's version. He's such an awesome singer. Okay, so all right, now so let's contrast that with the 1962 Rat Pack version, Frank Sinatra and the Count Basie Orchestra, and you got Quincy
Baby's gonna
Jones
dance.
directing it, and they're at the Sands Hotel in Las Vegas, and they just take the same song, got rid of the verse, up-tempoed it, and it became the third most requested and most popular Frank Sinatra song of all time.
Really?
And Frank Sinatra recorded over 1,100 songs in his lifetime. So to be number 3, it's got to be good. And now I'm going to ask you what, later I'm going to ask you what number 2 and number 1 is, so you
Oh,
think
I
about
think
that.
I know.
That should be easy.
I know.
Yeah, we got Google.
Oh, look, you've got Google. All right, here we go. Up-tempo version of this great tune. And now you know how it started, how it came to be, how it got changed.
Interesting.
Very good stuff. Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, Patsy, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Hey, 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 hey! You dancing?
That's awesome.
Those girls should be up dancing with you.
Well, if my wife was here, my wife's a ballroom dancer. She's, oh my God, she's really good. She's amazing.
You've grown her.
Yeah, well, she's working. You better fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, Okay, so let's have a vote.
So much better.
Let's have a vote. The first version. Who liked the first slow version?
I liked it until I heard the second version.
Second version. That's so you see why that the first version got kind of pushed aside a little bit. I can understand it's kind of slow.
It was nice though.
It's pretty and everything else, but if you have to be in the right mood for it.
Yeah.
But when you put that
Yeah.
tempo on there and Frank singing it, everybody forgets about the other one. Right? All right.
Forget about
All right. Yeah, forget about it. I'm from New York, so I got to
it.
say
That's
that
the
all the time.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, right? Okay, so I've been married 43 years, coming up on 44.
Yikes.
I was a sergeant in E5 with a hash mark. My wife was just turned 19 when we got married. And we got stationed in Washington, D.C., and I'll never forget it. We got to D.C., we took an apartment sight unseen, because I was coming from Scotland. I was stationed there, and we rented it. I had enough money for the insurance for the car, to pay for the rent for the apartment, and all the other things, but I didn't have enough money for food. So I told my wife, I said, hon, you're gonna have to get a job. She got a job in one day. She went down, are you familiar with Northern Virginia, Alexandria? Okay, she went to Old Town Alexandria and got a job with an insurance company, the Hartford Insurance Group, in one day. And we had food on the table. And then a couple of months later, I got promoted, so things got better. So anyway, this was the song that we picked for our wedding. This song has lots and lots of versions. Has a doo-wop version from the 1950s. It has an old school version, which I'm going to sing here. But it also has Art Garfunkel. Art Garfunkel? Art Garfunkel did this song, and that was the version that we picked. But I can't sing like Art Garfunkel. He's like 3 octaves higher than I could even possibly go. So here is the other version, Frank Sinatra. See if you know this song. Are the stars out tonight? I don't know if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I only have eyes for you, dear. The moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in the sky, 'cause I only have eyes for you. I don't know if we're in a garden or on a crowded avenue. You are here and so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view, and I only have eyes for you. Yeah, here we go. Woo!
Yeah.
I should have brought Ginger Rogers with me. She's from Chicago, my wife is.
How fun.
I don't know if see millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view, and I only have eyes for you. Great tune.
That's great.
And so you see, I think you're beginning to understand why I'm so connected to this music. It's
Yeah.
just so beautiful. The songs that were written with so much meaning, unlike music of today, or it just has no meaning. It's just music. It's just noise. It's just
Full of cuss words. Yeah.
And a lot of these songs had a lot of innuendo in them, and I love that about it. It made the professed love for a man for a woman a beautiful thing,
Yeah.
and it made you, it
Made it
fills your heart,
Made it real.
because the lyrics were so well written.
Yeah.
It was poetry.
She always
Okay.
says they don't make music like that
That's
anymore.
a fact.
Keep saying
I sing at a lot of assisted living and retirement communities here in Hampton Roads before the pandemic, but and I connect with all of them because this is their music. I'm singing like I'm singing to you, Pat, the same music you grew up with.
Yeah.
All right, so this is another song that your daughter picked for me to sing to you that you like.
Give him a list of songs.
So yeah, she just gave me a couple of them, just to kind of an idea. But this song was written in 1936.
Wow. Like
How many years ago was that? Do the math.
It was 84 years ago.
84 years ago. 84 years ago.
Don't make us
Okay,
do math.
you're going to be blown away about the story about this song too. 84 years ago, and it was written by one of the great American composers named Jerome Kern. Remember him? He wrote all the music for Showboat.
Yeah.
Remember Showboat? He wrote all the
Oh, yeah.
music for that.
Broadway
Wrote
stuff.
a lot of Broadway stuff.
Yeah.
And back in those days, guys like him collaborated with lyricists. They needed somebody to put lyrics to their beautiful work, music. And so this guy was, he did something that most of the other composers didn't. He asked a woman to write the lyrics for him. And you're probably saying, well, what's the problem? Well, think about it. Back in 1936, there were no women writing any kind of jazz music. It was an all-guy show. This woman broke into the all-boys club of jazz writing, and she was a pathfinder for many other women songwriters who came after her. Her name was Dorothy Fields.
Oh.
She wrote with him, and she wrote another song with him called I Won't Dance, Don't Ask Me.
Oh,
I
that's a
Won't
good
Dance. That's the song that they did together.
Yeah.
But this song, I sing this at a lot of weddings. I do a lot of weddings. You can imagine people hire me to sing at the during the cocktail hour of a wedding. It's perfect. I'm an entertainer, so I go out and entertain. I'm dancing, I'm schmoozing with the ladies, everybody and all the guests and everything else too. And then at the time of the wedding ceremony or the reception, I'll grab the bride and put her in the middle of the dance floor and sing this song to her. It's an awe moment. Okay. So, do you know what the song is yet?
That's it.
Okay. Anybody know?
No.
I gave you the clue.
No.
When Dorothy Fields gave him the lyrics and he played it for her for the first time, she was in tears the whole time. It's just so beautiful. It was written in a slower tempo. I'm not going to sing the slow tempo. I'm a Sinatra singer, so I'm going to sing a little bit up tempo. This is a beautiful song, and it's perfect for you on your birthday, because this is your day.
Okay.
And just like I sing to the brides, I'm singing to you.
So lucky.
The way you look.
Oh,
Tonight.
that's a good one.
Such a beautiful song.
I think that's great.
Yep.
I love it.
Different arrangement. Modern arrangement.
Yeah.
Someday,
Can I get a microphone?
when I'm awfully When the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. All the girls melt when they hear this. Yes, you're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for him but to love you and the way you look tonight. Nice song. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh, it wrinkles your nose, it touches his foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause we love you just the way you look tonight. All right, somebody's got to dance. Come on. Let's give her a hand. It wrinkles your nose. It touches my foolish heart. Lovely, don't you ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause we love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look Such a great song. All right.
You made her cry.
No. Come on now. It's a happy time. All right, so I've sang a bunch of songs. Do you have anything that's popping out now that you'd like to hear?
I just enjoyed every one.
You're not 85.
Orange colored sky.
I know the song. I'm very familiar with it, but I don't have the music for it. And
We're not
it,
singing it tonight.
that's right. Nat King Cole sang that song, but his daughter Natalie did a phenomenal job with that.
Yeah, that was my way.
And I have did you have a male singer sing that?
No.
You had the
Well, I
Natalie.
had my girlfriend sang it,
Yeah, so almost a woman song.
The Natalie
It's
version.
a good
Yeah.
for a woman to sing. Such a great tune.
How about
sing it.
Chicago or New
Which
York?
Chicago? There's two Chicago songs. Chicago, that toddling town, or My Kind of Town.
Either
Chicago.
one.
Either one.
Either one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
These guys are from Chicago.
Oh yeah. Okay. My wife is from Melrose Park.
Yeah.
You know,
Close
there's
enough.
yeah, close enough. All right, let me go get it. My Kind of Town. Anybody know where that song came from?
Hi.
Tell us. We like the education we're getting.
Artifacts.
There was a movie called Robin and the Seven Hoods.
Oh, yeah.
Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin,
Yeah, that was a
the
good
Rat Pack guys. It was a Rat Pack movie,
one.
and it took place in the 1920s. It was a gangster movie in the 1920s. That's where the song came from. Chicago. All right, My Kind of Town.
Okay.
All these memories, good memories.
I'm so bad
Now this can only happen to a guy like me, and only happen in a town like this. So may I say to each of you most gratefully, as I throw each one of you a kiss, this is, sing it, my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of people too. People who smile at you, and each time I roam, Chicago is calling me home. Chicago is why I just grin like a clown. It's my kind of town. The girls back there. My kind of town, Chicago is my kind of town. Chicago is my kind of razzmatazz, and it has all that jazz, and each time I leave, Chicago is tugging my sleeve. Chicago is the Wrigley Building. Chicago is the Chicago Cubbies. Chicago is one town that won't let you down. It's my kind of town. Chicago, 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 Chicago. It's very obvious. It's very obvious, you know. I told you guys know I'm from New York, so obviously I sing the New York song, but my wife is from Chicago, so I have to have these songs down pat.
But we're from Detroit.
Huh?
We're
You're from Detroit, and I don't know any Detroit songs.
Hey, you know Stevie Wonder?
All right, let's see. What else have I got for you here?
Ted Nugent?
All right, let's do a Dean Martin song. There was a song that your daughter put on the list
Oh,
that she thought you'd like. You're nobody till somebody loves you. Dean Martin. Okay. All right, so everybody can sing along with that.
You like that song, Sam?
You're nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. You may be a queen, you may possess the world and its gold. But gold won't bring you happiness when you're growing old. The world still is the same, you'll never change it. As sure as the stars shine above, Patsy, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love. All right, from the top, are you guys ready? You're nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. You may be a king, you may possess the world and its gold, but gold won't bring you happiness when you're growing old. The world still is the same, you'll never change it. As sure as the stars shine above. No, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love. Good advice, right?
Yeah. It is.
Dean Martin. There's so many good songs. I mean, I could be here all night doing this. I can tell you all about them. Let's see.
Got the world by a string.
I got the world on a string.
There you go.
Harold Arlen.
Who's that?
Harold Arlen, who wrote that song.
Yeah.
And Harold Arlen wrote all the music for The Wizard of Oz. That's who he is. Okay. All right, he wrote all the music for The Wizard of Oz. Great, great songwriter. And I've got the world on a string. Was when Frank Sinatra left Columbia Records when he was younger. You know, in 1950, a lot of people don't know, he actually ruptured his vocal cords while he was singing live at the Copacabana in New York. He actually ruptured his vocal cords and he couldn't sing for like 2 weeks. He couldn't even talk for 2 weeks. And when he came back from that incident, his voice was different. It was more kind of a raspier, kind of different. And he changed record labels from Columbia to Capitol Records. And, remember Capitol Records? And I will tell you, my opinion, Frank Sinatra was the best during those Capitol years, those 10 years that he was with Capitol Records. And one of the very first songs that he recorded with a new arranger and musical arranger named Nelson Riddle. And when Frank linked up with Nelson Riddle, magic happened. All through the Capitol years. And so this was the first song that they did together, I think, or one of the big hits. I got the world on a string. I gotta go get it now. I didn't have it in my set. I got a computer here with thousands of songs. And I know a lot of them.
And you memorized all of them.
I know a lot of them. I read a lot. I read a lot about the musicians, songwriters.
It makes it interesting.
Yeah, so like I tell stories about them, all just about other songs. All right. And I hope, you know, I do a free show on Facebook. Anybody have Facebook accounts? I do a free show every Friday night from my house.
You do? Really?
1 hour free show. It's called Facebook Live. Frank, every Friday night.
Oh my
I've been Frank Sings Frank. So I'll give you my card, and all you have to do is go to my website or go to my Facebook page, and then just tune in.
What's that? I got
At
it.
7 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. Eastern. And you can see the show I did last Friday night, and all the other shows that I've done.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is this friended yet?
And you can go to my website. I have a website, and I have videos and I've sung with big bands and stuff too. So you can see that. That's a lot of fun too. I'd love to have a big band, like Michael Bublé. I'm so jealous of him. He's so awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Got the world on a string. Harold Arlen. I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got that string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. I got a song that I sing, I can make the rain go. anytime I move my finger. Lucky me, can't you see I'm in love? Life is a beautiful thing, as long as I hold that string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let it go. I got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got that string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I'm in love. Life is a beautiful thing, as long as I hold that string. I'd be a silly so-and-so if I should ever let it go. Hey, I've got the world on a string, sitting on a rainbow. Got that string around my finger. What a world. Man, this is the life. Hey now, I'm so in love. All right,
Join us.
all right.
You are really talented.
All right, thank you. All right, so this song is gonna kind of close the gap here, bridge the gap of this generation and your generation, and our generation, right? Because this song was written in 1959, and this was not a Frank Sinatra song at all. This was a guy named Frankie Avalon. Who remembers Frankie Avalon? So you remember him, right? But your daughters probably more, because that was the beach bingo stuff, Police Biker bingo stuff, and Annette Funicello, and right, remember that? And Frankie Avalon. So your generation, tell me what song I'm thinking of. This was a #1 hit for Frankie Avalon in 1959.
Well, give us some hints.
Okay, it's one word. It's one word, and it begins with the letter V.
Valerie.
Nope.
Bolero.
Nope. Not Polari. Nope. That's Bobby. That's Bobby Darin.
Virginia?
All right, I'm just gonna play it, and you're gonna go, oh my God.
Okay.
We're not good at guessing.
Hey Venus, oh Venus, Venus if you will, please send to me a girl that I can thrill, a girl who wants my kisses and my arms, a girl with all the charms of you. Venus make her fair, a lovely girl with sunlight in her hair, and take up all the stars up in the skies and place them in her eyes for me. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great a task. Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true. I'll give her all the love I have to give, as long as we both shall live. Venus, goddess of love that you are, surely the things I ask can't be too great a task. Venus, if you do, I promise that I always will be true. I'll give her all the love I have to give, as long as we both shall live. Sing it with me. Hey have some fun.
I don't even remember that.
Because
By the way.
the younger generation should know this song and will definitely know the performer. This is a Michael Bublé cover of a really, really popular song that came out in the 1950s and was recorded by the great Peggy Lee. Do you know the name of the song?
Peggy Lee, Peggy Lee.
Michael Bublé.
Last dance for me.
No, that's not right. It's a one-word song.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
Who say it? No, Venus we just did.
A Venus?
Don't tell me.
F, the letter F. All right, never mind. I'm just gonna play it and you're gonna know.
Never mind.
Pay attention.
Fever.
Got
Change that to Beaver.
Beaver.
Never know how much I love you. Never know how much I care. When you put your arms around me, I get a fever that's so hard to bear. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, a fever. In the morning, fever all through the night.
If you could snap, Patty.
Beaver.
Sun comes up in the morning, moon lights up the night. I light up when you call my name because you know I'm gonna treat you right. You give me fever. When you kiss me, fever. When you hold me tight, a fever. In the morning, fever all through the night. Everybody's got the fever. That is one thing we all know. Fever isn't such a new thing. Fever started long ago. Hey! Whoa, hear that? Romeo loved Juliet. Juliet felt the same. When he put his arms around her, he said, Julie, baby, you're my flame. Now get fever. When you kiss it, fever. When you hold me tight, a fever. Woo! I'm on fire. Baby, won't you treat me right? Who's married to who now? Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, Daddy, oh, don't you dare, he give me fever. When he kissed me, fever. When he hold me tight, fever. I'm his missus. Daddy, won't you treat him right? Pay attention now. Pay attention. Now you've listened to my story. Here's the point that I have made. Chicks are made for giving fever. Be it Fahrenheit or centigrade, they'll give you fever. When you kiss them, fever. If you live and learn, fever. How you sizzle, what a lovely way to burn. 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 I had more fun singing that song at parties and the town center, and I always find the right couples. And, Yeah, so that's a great tune.
That's
Uh,
great.
Peggy Lee was
She
just,
did
she
it.
wrote that song. Yes,
Really?
yes. She was so talented.
Oh,
A lot of people don't really know how talented she was. She was just amazing to me. Peggy Lee. Yep. All right. Coming down to about 10 minutes or so, and you guys tell me what you want to hear. It's open mic here. Check my list. I think I did all the songs on the list. On the list, the songs that you sent me, except for maybe.
Katie, what's on your list? MP, what's on your list?
that's pretty.
I know, right?
You know any
Carpenter.
How about? Want to do My Way? Really?
Carpenter.
It's a
you don't
sad
like it?
song.
Oh,
You know
you
what?
love sad songs.
I don't want to do any sad songs.
No.
My Way is kind of it's a wonderful song. And by the way, that's number 2 in the all-time Frank Sinatra most requested songs.
What's number 1?
New York, New
New
York.
York.
And we're going to do that last, okay? So how about a Bobby Darin song, Mac the Knife? You like that?
That's good, yeah.
That was his first hit, by the way. But let's do Mac the Knife. Mac the Knife was came from a play called the Three Penny Opera, and it was a story about this guy who was a killer, slasher. Mac the Knife. Anyway, the song was jazzed up in a big way, and it's been sung by Louis Armstrong. And if you ever want to hear a really good version, hear Ella Fitzgerald. She does a really good jazzy version of it. But everybody knows Bobby Darin really made this song. Oh, by the way, Frank Sinatra recorded it too later.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Bobby Darin. Bobby Darin. This is Bobby Darin's song. And so here's Mac the Knife. Great tune. Oh, the shark has pretty teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. But a jackknife has old Mackie dear, and he keeps it out of sight. You know when that shark bites with his teeth, dear, scarlet billows start to spread. But fancy glove though wears old Mackie dear, so there's never ever a trace of red on the sidewalk. Oh, Sunday morning, lies a body just oozing life. Someone sneaking round the corner. Could that someone be Mac the Knife? There's a tugboat, down by the river going slow, where a cement bag just a drooping on down. The cement is just there for the weight, dear. 5 will get you 10 old Mac Heaths back in town. Did you hear about Louis Miller? He split the sea, yeah, after drawing out all his hard-earned cash. Now Mac Heath spends just like a sailor. Could our boy have done something rash? Now Jenny Diver, oh Silky Tawdry, look out for this Hallelujah. And oh Lucy Brown, oh the line forms on the right way. Now that Mackie's back in town, I said Jenny Diver, oh Silky Tawdry, look out for Miss Hallelujah. And oh Lucy Brown, oh the line It's a great tune. Bobby Darin, the great Bobby Darin. Born in Brooklyn, lived 37 years. He died on the operating table from a chronic heart failure
At 37?
at 37. And
Oh.
he, at the age of 8 years old, he had rheumatic fever. And you know, back in those years, that was almost a kiss of death because it really damaged your heart. And so he went through the rest of his life with a damaged heart, but he was able to. Anybody ever see him perform? He was amazing, amazing performer.
So what's that song, what's the story about? Because I never realized it was like a story about.
Yeah, it's a play. So it's called the Three Penny Opera, and it's about this guy named Matt Keith who slices up people. Man, took care of.
There he
He
is.
took care of that guy. He had all his money. He drew all his money, but Matt Keith killed him and got all his money. See, there we go. So
So
Alright.
he, what were you?
He's from Chicago.
It's Johnny, and that's Lucy Lou.
Lucy Lou.
Yeah, who were you, Julie?
okay, so I'm going to sing one more real pretty song for you. Nat King Cole was another one of the great singers from that era. And for my money, maybe because he was black, probably, he never really got the notoriety that I felt he deserved, you know, because of his color. But, you know, as we progress in our country and we get a little bit more understanding or what have you, you know, we look back at his achievements as amazing. And his daughter, who carried on she did all of his big songs, Natalie, but sadly she passed away too.
Yeah, way too young.
Way too young. She was in, I don't know if did she have heart failure or was it? Yeah.
She was
And
kind of in her prime too.
she was in her 60s. She was like 65, 66, somewhere. She
That was
just
good.
an amazing singer.
Yeah.
She was so good. And you know, normally the funny thing about singers like Frank Sinatra's kids, I don't think his kids were good singers. Quite frankly, they were okay singers. And Lil Booth, big one-hit wonder,
That's
all right? And then Frank Jr. sadly passed away, but he was okay, but he didn't have the pizzazz that his dad had. But Natalie Cole, she sure had. She was just amazing, incredibly good. So this song was made popular by maybe not one of the big hits by Nat King Cole, but you'll probably remember it. A friend of mine who plays the piano and has a little band, he played the music, he recorded the music so I could sing off of it. So I have his music, it's him playing the piano. His name is Keith Nesbitt, and he's from here, he's from Norfolk. And he has a little stand-up band, you know, bass and drums, and you'll hear the music. And this is the name of the song, is There'll Never Be Another You. And it's a very appropriate song to sing to this lady right here. Right? Right? And it's a real pretty song. So here we go. I really like this song a lot. A lot of people don't know it. You know it?
I remember it, but I don't know much about it. I forgot.
This is our last dance together. Tonight soon will be long ago. And in our moment of parting, this is all I want you to know. There will be many other nights like this, and I'll be standing here with someone new. There'll be other songs to sing, another fall, another spring. There will never be another you. There'll be other lips that I may kiss, but they won't thrill me like yours used to do. Yes, I may dream a million dreams, but I There'll be other lips that I may kiss. They won't thrill me like yours used to do. Yes, I may dream a million dreams, but how can they come true if there will never ever be, never ever be, if there will never ever be another you. All right. Nice song. Well, I have to say, Christine, I think I told you when I drove up, I said, I haven't been working. You know, I'm a guy who, I've been doing this for 11 years, since I retired from the Marines, and what a transition from being a Marine. I was a colonel in the Marines, okay, and I was in charge, I was a hard butt, you know, I used to drive my Marines hard, you know, but when they saw me, oh, I said hard ass, well, I would have said hard ass, but I was trying to be nice, okay? Yeah.
Where's the takeaway?
Where's the takeaway?
Rough crowd.
Yeah, tough crowd. But no, it was a wonderful transition, and it's something I really wanted to do. I have no regrets, but I haven't been working because of the COVID,
Yeah.
and all the places are shut down. So this is you gave me the opportunity to come back out. So
Well,
I've
we're
been
the lucky ones.
it's all this pent up energy and whatnot too. So, but I am first and foremost an entertainer. That's how I like to, classify myself as singer. Yes, but anybody can be a singer. But an entertainer, people want entertainers.
Not
And
everybody.
what?
Not everybody can be a singer.
Oh, okay. But anyway, I just want to say thank you for having me, and it was so nice to meet you. You know,
Thank
my
you.
mom passed away when she was only 62 years old, and so she was very young. My father, 46, when he passed away. So my parents, I mean, they never got to see me do this, and I know that they would have loved it because this was their music. I would be singing their music to them. And, but I know they're looking up in heaven. I'm inspired by them. Believe me, I channel their energy.
They're
when I'm
probably the
performing.
puppet masters and you don't even know it.
Yeah, right.
Why tell them?
My parents, I don't know about you, when you were young, did you always dance? Did you?
We always dance.
You know, that generation, that's all they, I knew where my parents were on the weekends. They were in Manhattan dancing at a club. Where your kids are, I knew where my parents were, on Friday night. They were always
We
dancing.
didn't have clubs to go to, but we had basement parties.
Basement parties, but if you came from a big city, there were clubs, and then you could go to see bands and play and everything else too. And that was a time in this country that was so different. And
Oh, my.
yes, I'm hitting a nerve here
My
with you.
parents were in the basement with me.
But it's all good. But I'm just nice to meet you, all you guys. It's a great family here. I feel a lot of love here. Whoa, it's very strong. It's very strong in this room. For you,
Oh, well,
for you. You're the matriarch of the family, right? Right?
I do feel a lot of reciprocal love, that's for sure.
That's good. Well,
But
you deserve it, and you have a really cool name because that's my mom's name, Patsy. That's my name, Patricia. That was her
Well,
name.
I'm glad she's
Yeah.
out here helping.
Her parents instilled that.
Oh, and her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we are from our parents. We hope we get something good from them.
Well, I told these guys we're so lucky to have you because
Wow.
I've seen you a million times all over town, and these guys, when we were watching your videos on your pages, we're like, oh, she's gonna love it. And it's just great.
I
Yeah.
do, I'm really, really impressed with your.
Well, thank you. I connect with people because it's like I'm singing to my mother. Okay, and so I feel that and
We'll share her with you. It's
yeah,
like-
We never had a brother, Frank.
Yeah, we never had
Oh, do you have a brother?
I have a brother.
Okay.
He fit right in.
Yeah. But anyway, I pray that we get through this crazy time. But it's just sad. You're very fortunate that you had the ability, I know you have to still be very careful and all that too.
Yeah, but I have these 5 girls who
They're
they're
great,
in that.
they're great,
So
they're a
many
hoot.
children. They're like fun to be with.
They're a hoot, they're a hoot, like I said.
Thank you very much, we like being
Yeah.
in
We'll be
Yeah.
watching on Friday night.
Yes, so please take my card before I leave and visit me on my Friday night shows. And I'm also a member of a group called Fond Memories. And we sing 50s and 60s early rock and roll stuff, 5-part harmonies, 2 women and 3 guys. And we are a hoot, big time, okay?
Wait a minute, while we're talking, what was the name of it?
Vocal group Fond Memories.
Five minutes.
Where do you
Okay.
play?
And we play at the town center, at the ocean front, but we don't mostly play for assisted living retirement communities and
Oh,
whatnot.
okay.
But we have our own Facebook Live show coming up on Saturday, the 30th. So you can check it out. So go on Facebook to Vocal Group Fond Memories and
Okay.
find them, like that page, and then make that follow them. And we're going to be doing a show at 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Early bird
And
special.
know what the theme for our 1-hour show is going to be? One-hit wonders of the 1950s and 60s. And you'll be surprised
Oh,
how really popular those one-hit wonders were.
Yeah.
You'll be blown away.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a one-hit wonder? You know,
Yeah.
but you don't understand one-hit wonders, right? The group never, they did it one hit, they hit the top 40, and you never heard from them again,
Yeah.
right? But they killed it.
Yeah.
All right, now ladies, I think you're at the point
Is
now
this our
where
time?
this is your time. So this is for mom
Look it up.
and grandma. Come on, over here.
Go ahead, Sue.
Come on, we need you to stand here and form a chorus line.
Oh, okay.
Come on, ladies. All you have to do is link together. I expect the sisters at a minimum to be here.
Come on.
And the grandchildren, so let's get it.
Grandkids,
Come on.
those
So-
grandkids that are in.
Link together like a chain link fence. And the reason why I asked the ladies to do that, it's safer, because if somebody,
One last time, y'all.
one falls, you know.
Okay, you guys are going with me.
Okay, now you're gonna have to move over this way, because you're gonna kick the, all the way over, all the way over. There you go.
Take off your heels. I'm
Yeah,
better
you
in
know what,
heels. I
take-
do better in
Are you
heels.
sure? Because, all right.
We
yeah.
got her, we got her, she's in the middle.
Okay, so this song was written in 1979, and it appeared on Frank Sinatra's album,
Hang on,
the Trilogy. The Trilogy, Past, Present, and Future. And the funny thing about this song, it was written by Kander and Ebb, and it was written for a musical that starred Liza Minnelli, and it was called New York, New York. It was a flop. The musical was not good, but the song endured as you know songs do. And when Frank heard the song by Liza Minnelli, he asked her if he could record it, and she said, "Of course, you're Frank Sinatra. You can do whatever you want." She should have said no, because as soon as he recorded that song, it was his, and it went right to the top of the charts. It is to this day the most requested and most popular Frank Sinatra song of all 1,100 plus songs that he sings. And nobody remembers Liza Minnelli recorded it. And not only that, if you're a New York Yankee fan, they play this song at every Yankee game when they win. When they lose, they play the Liza Minnelli version. That's not. Come on now.
Just the daughters.
No. I want the, come on, you guys got. Come on now.
It should just be the
No.
Go on, I'll take the picture.
Come on. Come on, girls. All right, link together. You'll follow. Just follow me.
Okay.
Just follow me. Don't get fancy.
Run it, Frank, run it, baby.
All right, don't get fancy. All right, here we go. Start with your left. Left, right, nice and easy. Look up. Look up. Smile. Look beautiful. Now look up. Here we go. The Rockettes are here. Sing. Start spreading the news.
Jazz hands on the end.
I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These on shoes. Very nice. I'm longing to stray. Save it. right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I wanna wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one. Sing it, girls. Top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it. Ladies, tell me where. It's up to you, New York, New York. All right, now the Radio City Music Hall Rockettes. At this point, we'll go higher. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps. And find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. Watch me now. These little town balloons, nice and slow, are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it. Ladies, tell me where. It's up to you. Sing it. New York. Everyone. New York. New York. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
That's the audio that I've had in 2 minutes.
It's kind of a long song.
That's what I was trying to tell you guys. It just take it easy. Pace yourself. Pace yourself.
He tried to tell.
You are.
I was very, very happy that I'm blessed and you are like my mom. If she was alive today, she'd be like you. Beautiful, my mother had 4 daughters and me. I was the oldest.
Oh, you got up?
Oh, yeah. Sure, yeah, Nobody said anything about my tie. This is a vintage tie from the 1940s.
I meant to say,
Yes, it's a vintage tie. Oh, yes.
All right, Grandma.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, one more picture. Watch it.
Don't mess up her hair, Frank.
Don't mess up your hair. There you go.
Get in there.
All right, good. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I really enjoyed meeting you and your family.
It's such a fun, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, I agree.
Oh, we'll get through it.
We're gonna be careful with this.
I'm confident.
I was thinking last and on the way over.
Well, I perform in a lot of these restaurants and hotels and stuff like that too. So.
Sad that they can't reopen.
And the thing is, a lot of people say, Frank, you should go to Vegas, you should go on cruise lines. No, it's right here in Hampton Roads. I have all the work I need right here. I don't have to go anywhere because nobody else does what I do here in this area. I have my own
You'll be in trouble.
Christine
Okay,
has
come
a
on.
good advantage.
Oh, you're going.
I don't know Christine, but she has.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, where she works? Oh, good, it's great. Oh, the 6 pennies, the Eagle Golden Anchor, just like your ring. There you go.
Happy birthday.
This was really nice.
Mom, say goodbye to David.
Grandma.
This was really nice. David, I really
Oh,
thought.
David, bye-bye.
Good night, David.
Thanks for making it really special for Mom. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
thank you.
And Lori.
Yes.
So thank you for
Yeah,
your
well,
service.
well, yeah, what something to do with you.
Now that you said that, you look like such a Marine.
Oh, I'm a Marine. Oh, you kidding me?
Marines are Marines.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm totally into being a Marine.
Some kids.
You got one with your really insane. Oh, we're doing
When I
good.
got to Jewel, I don't know what she's.
She was trying to do gymnastics and like the same time. She was
But you,
because I don't follow.
Yeah, my daughter said she wants to be a pediatrician. She just graduated from the Centennial Nursing Program here. She just graduated.
congratulations.
She's got to take the test, but actually, they really do a good job preparing the kids for the test.
You guys, and this
And she's
place.
having a baby.
Oh,
My daughter, she already has one already. I've already got a 4-year-old grandson, and he's got hair down here. He's never gotten a haircut.
Oh, that's a Marine. That makes you crazy. Why
My
don't
daughter
you sit
thinks she
down?
does too.
Yeah, you will drive along.
Yeah, okay. Pack up, and I'll be out.
Oh, we all.
I was going to tell a story of how a Italian commander, and I told my sergeant major that I heard saying, and he looked at me and said, and he looked at me and he kind of smiled and he goes, "Well, you're going to have to fool yourself." I go, "No thing is you see how." So he arranged it, and I grabbed my, I was in my evening dress uniform. I was back on my, all my troops out there. I ordered them out, come out and form lines.
Good luck to you.
New York, New York. I became a legend in the Marine Corps because CEOs do that, you know.
He's gotta go.
Yeah, okay, take care. All right.
Okay, do you need help with anything?
No, I got this. I'll be on.
Do it interesting.
Yeah,
That was
great.
great, wasn't it?
It's so nice to meet you. I hope to see you guys on my show. You know, come,
Yeah.
come see me.
Yeah, it started off very good.
Fridays.
You did? You saw it?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
You recorded that whole thing?
Wasn't that fun hanging out?
The whole,
I saw you kept slinging my leg around.
No, the whole, no, just pieces. Just that big microphone.
See what I do a little freestyle on the island.
No, but I think I only have 16. Yeah.
Well, you guys be safe. Be safe from that. Be safe from that horrible thing. So, just, you don't get out much, right? You stay home.
Hey, my last one happened. I'm pretty, clean about it.
Yeah, good.
And how do I download?
Yeah, good. Don't put those put your hands on your face. Yeah, don't put your hands on your face, man. There you go.
Shouldn't have messed us
I
up.
need a hand with that thing.
So, what year you born? You're probably.
You're saying rest
Yeah, so you were like, I was gonna say, you probably, you got the, look of, you probably get this all the time. You look like,
Don't say it, Rod Stewart.
Rod Stewart, yeah, Rod Stewart, yeah.
Here's Rod Stewart, incognito, no
Can't
one
say
knows
the
he's here.
No, not at all. Can't carry a 2 to 1 of those puppies.
Yeah. Well, I just, I had so many opportunities to do something else when I retired. and do more of the same. I could have went to Washington, and like you said, I didn't really just didn't feel it. I loved my time in the Marine Corps, and I just wanted to let that be my, you know, my time. And I wanted to try to, I always wanted to be a singer. Always, even when I was a little kid, I always wanted to be a singer on the game. So what better time?
And you earn the right to do what you want.
That's exactly right. You know, I mean, I did my time, and you know, yeah, I'm making a ton of money doing this, but I'm a retired colonel.
Exactly.
You know, I did
I
nice.
think you do okay.
I did okay. So, yeah.
You do a great job, and you are an entertainer.
Well, that's what I want to be. That's what I want to be doing, Dad. This is a beautiful home you have here.
Oh, thank you.
And this is facing west, right? So you get the sunset. Yeah. Yeah,
It was a teardown, we thought we were crazy, right?
yeah, but it's just beautiful. I mean, do you have a boat, Doctor?
No, that's what, oh, funny you should mention that.
It's nice meeting
He
you.
just asked if I had a dock.
Hey, do they have a swimming pool there?
Oh, it's potential, okay.
I'll let pull in when Brett.
That's the finest spot.
It's actually, it's
You know what?
actually
I'm a
taken
piece of cake to take my name.
No, I was fine.
Okay, yeah, she would love
No
it.
kidding.
You know, we are in the process, my daughter and I are also in Ely. We got a house for her years ago, and we moved to another one, so, we are gonna sell that house. And my age,
Why, what's the new deal with,
so, thank you, I really love you so because it's more.
well, it's still mutual. You wrote that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't written a chapter.
Yeah, you're,
Very happy to say something.
that would be perfect.
We got this cake from Kentucky Bakery, have you ever heard of it? It's on Independence.
35 years.
She really makes it sound like it's a shame that they needed to find.
Oh, yeah, the presentation.
Here, I'll take
Yeah, let me, just put my stuff together here. Yeah. I do this all
They don't do
I just miss gigs, it's considered like a big treat for me.
Yeah,
I don't get to gig much, you know, I do gigs.
Yeah, I don't write that.
That's the stuff that's the magic right there. The magic is in this computer, it's all the music is here. And orchestra box. Right.
In Spain, they spell Paul really well. Because it's all a long hour.
Yeah. I can do a TOT. Would sacrifice anything.
This is the chocolate business also, so.
My wife loves her sweets. She really does. That's okay. I got it, Paul. That's, I appreciate it. Yeah. I sing this song too.
Yeah, that's a good one. They're all good.
They're all good.
I love that.
There's so many songs. I mean, it's just. I'm always trying to learn new songs and add new songs to the act as well. Yes, I love his covers as
We
well.
saw him in concert.
Yeah, his covers are great. Yeah, I do Call Me Irresponsible. That's another one of his covers. There's so many of them. And I sing with other singers, so I'm telling you that Clara Murray's, you want to see that show.
Yeah.
That is great because we do,
Yeah,
the women singers are amazing. You know,
And they're all local?
yeah, well, the soprano is my neighbor 2 doors over. She has, so if you've seen some of my shows, you've seen her sing with me.
Oh, I did see her
Allison's
week
singing.
before last.
Yeah, Allison, her name is Allison, and she's wonderful singer. And, but the rest of us, the 3 guys, we are in our church choir. All 3 of us, we sing in our church choir.
Look at me, what's your name?
I go to the Catholic Church in Virginia Beach.
I think they do. Did they just look at the West End? Are they doing their church?
There's another church called Ascension, but I think it's not Catholic. So it's Christian, but it's not Catholic church. So, yeah.
Yeah, a guy just came in last week and he said, I need a.
So what did you do there? You're the director.
I'm not gonna.
Show me.
expanded number of 10.
So you guys.
Do they play any before they shut down?
But I'll tell you what, you get a people on the town.
They were.
Yeah.
They didn't have any entertainment. I was supposed to be the first act of the council this.
Why not?
So they expanded from 16
At
to
the fire?
14.
I was scheduled to be
The
the
top
first
4
act.
teams in each conference
And
get
I was told, no, not ready yet.
There's probably about
Their conference was 12.
You know, I'm not gonna be able to.
So they got a
go
place
obviously,
in
that kind of stuff too.
So first 4 teams could try. They got a lot to do. It asked the player. Any player with 3 years in one gets a vote. It's sweet by the players like 55. No. The reason the players don't like it is they're going to pick like 6 locations. Western Conference is going to play these 3, Eastern with these. The neutral sites with no fans. And the guys, when they leave their homes, cannot go back home until their playoff run is over. So for the 2 teams that do the Stanley Cup, that's going to be about 3.5 months. They're going to be away from home. Their families cannot visit them. Well, that's the way they feel that they can do it safely. Yeah, I'm sure it's not. Well, the first thing that has to happen is these guys have to come to wherever their location is. Now, I guess 4 teams get a stadium and they get the prize. They have to go there and live there in a hotel for 2 weeks. They're tested after the 2 weeks. If everybody's clear, so then they can play with their contact. Oh yeah, it's a big ask, you know. Well, yeah, people can say, well, they, you know, they got paid for 85% of the.
No thanks, I really, just all this, look how nice and cold it's been.
You got it figured out.
Traveling there, I used to have to home on big speakers and stuff. Now it's, on the current system. It's been my work.
So PBA,
Players Association.
say,
Yeah, good, right?
Sounded great. Sounded great.
Sounds good.
Yeah, what is question 3?
well, yeah. Right. So, and of course, the team,
And, you know,
this is
especially,
also,
you know, like I said,
the team owners wanted to play because the team is
very close.
and to be honest with you,
We had a big family
they
like you guys
stretched
have,
it
so,
from
right?
8 teams to 12
We're
teams
gonna follow this up with a video.
to get 4 teams. 2 of those teams would be Montreal. Yeah, so the only original six that we did.
That's right. Raising a nurse, and she raised on me.
You know, what they did,
Sure, it wasn't
in
easy.
baseball, they did the draft for sure. Hockey doesn't.
Yeah, like I did, right? Back in
The lowest
How old was he?
teams where their heads.
Yeah, my dad's really young.
That's supposed to keep people from playing. How many total teams? 31. So 20.
All right, last one.
Yeah, but you can bring
The shakes.
You must be horrible not to take the first round is going to really be 16 teams, so 8 teams will be gone after.
Well, we saw one of your Friday night things.
You know, hockey is 4 best of 4.
That was like a month ago when I first went there.
Yeah, it was from my house, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
saw me do it from my house. Yeah. You saw my wife dancing?
Was that your wife or your neighbor? I saw
Well,
somebody singing.
singing, that was my neighbor. But my wife dances with me, and I can get her off the couch, because she mixes.
Did you see if I can get her off the couch?
Off the couch, because she's on the couch doing the mixing. She's doing this work here, and I need her to do that while I'm performing.
It's good to have it all work.
She's great.
So is she still doing insurance? Does she still do
Oh,
insurance?
no. She works for, she works at Tesla at the Bonner Hospital building, or, no, the town, what's the oldest building?
Red brick building?
Red Brick Building,
Yeah.
what's that?
I don't know the number. That's where my corporate office is.
Yeah, she works on the night floor, for, first grade financial planning. Yeah. So, she's been doing it for,
Oh,
all right. I got it.
yes, you are. Still resolving, even by more.
All right.
That was so funny.
Oh, that's a great story. I,
Yeah.